everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Black Knights. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the London Black Knights. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, they run with Sims. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
No matter what play call you have on, you're always conscious of edge pressure disrupting you. And it doesn't matter whether it's a pass or a run. And in this case, it was a draw, and the edge pressure came in and destroyed the play.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
2nd down following the run. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
J.J. Nelson now to return. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And let's look defensively at the starters.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The tight end changing his position. On second down, Winston again. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll send the tight end in motion. Winston now from the 50. It's caught. Nelson. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bortles now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Taken at about the 36. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show.
And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Bortles going to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Bortles will try again on second down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. 390. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle to Evans. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what?
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Bortles was accident-prone last year, led the league with 18 picks and an early pick here.
And you know he spent a lot of time in the offseason working on this, thinking about it. It's not that he's not going to throw any. They just hope that that number gets cut down significantly.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On first down, Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Yeldon, the lone running back. Now Bortles. And he comes back with 1 complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the play clock's running down. And now Winston wants to talk this one over as he'll take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Jameis to throw it. Evans has it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And another Winston to Evans connection. Mike Evans, he didn't play football till his senior year of high school. He was such a good basketball player down in Galveston, Texas. But I think he's happy he picked football up.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I would have loved to have been around those conversations. The head basketball coach, the head football coach. Since it was high school, maybe it was the same guy. You never know. And saying, I need this guy out on the field. That's worked quite well for him. And Jameis Winston's so happy to have him on his squad.
And they've got the lead in this one because of those 2. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Second down, Winston. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he'll go out of of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He sets to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. Bortles will try again on second down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And touchdown. Allen Robinson, 78 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go play action here on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate, Jalen Ramsey. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
There goes Allen Hurns. And all the way in for the touchdown. Allen Hurns with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. To throw, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to the booth right after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. A dump off to Sims. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jameis to throw it. Deep drop. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Winston to throw for it on 4. It finds Crabtree for the completion. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they run with Sims, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. 2nd down, Winston. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Miles Jack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Miles Jack in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. So we've reached halftime. Jeez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. 3rd quarter now. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Bortles to throw on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 11 yards for number 11.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Bortles on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deeper. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Marquise Lee with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down throw for Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
One receiver to the left is Evans. Jameis now on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Bortles will try again on second down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a second down throw for Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And Brake has it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
15 yards through the air and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Caught left side to Crabtree. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Winston now to throw on first down. A right side catch by Crabtree. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
He's going to fire one deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now Winston. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Jameis to throw it. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. One receiver to the left is Evans. On third down, Winston. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now this offense ready to take over again. They come out here in the eye. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop his shoulder and run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama. Then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough, he's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Welcome back now here in London. Second down following the run.
Back 58. Here we go now.
Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. He leaps over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Second down and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Switch. Left.
They come out here in the eye. Bortles going to throw. He's going to air one out. And, oh, what a catch at the 2. They give him a gain of 38. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now Bortles throwing on, and it's caught. Touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Third and long for Winston. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Frank Clark in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. And it's caught. Touchdown. Allen Robinson, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw is Winston. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go.
Ready, blue lady, 57, Mike, 57.
From the gun, Winston. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw...
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now back out comes the offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And this looks to probably be the final play.
Single. I got 83. Here we go now. Blue, black, 58, rail. Ace. Jack 31.
Bortles going to throw here. He's got time in the pocket. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.